Good evening. Sorry, I was having camera difficulty, but I'm here now. Welcome to my weekly live. How are you all doing? I hope you've had a good weekend. I'm a little bit late this evening. Hey, Debbie. Got dinner. How are you? Linda. Hello, hello. Hey to everyone joining. Welcome, welcome. I'm a little bit later this evening. We have had dinner at my parents in the garden, which was lovely. We haven't been able to do that very much actually, just because the weather's not been that great. So it was nice to take advantage of the weather. Had a very relaxing evening. Hey Naomi, long time no see. Karen, good evening. Hey Annette. So this evening I have cleared my desk and I have today has been gorgeous, hasn't it? Really gorgeous. I have cleared my desk and I have picked out the Feels Like Home, which is this one, which is a Celebration freebie, which is lovely. But I thought we'd try and make it a little bit more Christmassy. Excuse me, sorry. So let me just put that down onto there. Just move it in a little. That's better, I think. Oh, excuse me. Coffee went down the wrong way. Right. So I've got this one I thought we would play with. So I've done a quick Instagram reel painting this one, but I thought I would do it live because then you get to see it like normal speed and all the bits. Karen says, "Oh, good, a set I already have." Jen says the same actually. Love it when you choose something that I already have in my stash. Yay! So I've got, let's do some, so I've got my watercolour paper. I've also got out some shimmery white, so I wasn't sure what I would use, but I think I'm gonna go watercolour and then go from there. I do love a bit of colouring on a Sunday evening. Nice and relaxing. So I just ink that up. Not bad, not bad. So this is I'm using Stays On. Love the smell of this. And I'll pop that in the middle there. And make sure that inks up nicely, which it has. And we'll colour this. Oh my goodness, I'm indecisive already. Let me stamp a second one. Stamp the second one while we're at the stamping stage. Now, we'll stamp that. And I am going to be a little bit naughty. I'm going to use a retired stamp set because I don't have anything else to go. You'll see what I mean when I get there. But hopefully you'll be able to be super creative with what you perhaps put on yours. But we'll get there. Karen says, smells like Christmas. I think, yes, it's the marzipan, isn't it? It's the Marzipan, the Christmas cake marzipan smell. Right, we're going to do, should we do red door? I mean, it's got to be, hasn't it, really? Red door. And we'll do that first. So I'm just going to put a bit of water on there. Paint that. Am I close enough for you? Shall I move in a little bit? Okay, says, oh, you rebel. I know. Do this nice and bright red. And we can. I've got my very thin brush here. I might just grab the slightly thicker brush. Just to get a bit more. Yeah, that's better. The one was a bit wobbly. Red on there. Now, shall we do kind of one different season, shall we? Linda says, have this stamp, so interested where you're going with this. Well, hopefully we'll end up with what is in my head. Otherwise, it's fine. I'm sure we'll end up with something that inspires you to get it out and have a play, have a paint, have a go with your colours. Whether you watercolour or perhaps use your blends. I'm going to get a little bit of green out. Should we go old olive? We'll go traditional. A bit more red on that door. Darker. Tanya says, haven't got this one yet, didn't know how to colour it. I think some sets like this can be a little intimidating, can't they, if there's lots to colour. I quite like it, but I can see where it might sort of, feel a bit much to colour. Right, let's grab some green. This is old olive. Is super relaxing, isn't it? Sarah says, hey Sarah, a little watercolouring session with this stamp exhibition, very relaxing. So this tree, we're not going to find all of the kind of leaves and everything. We're just going to touch and give it a loose colour. So we're not trying to colour all of those leaves specifically. We're just going to add a bit of colour to those. Where you might be touching the green against the red, really make sure that the red of the door is dry before you go up against with some of the green, because the watercolour will then run across. So you want to make sure that that is dry. I'm going to put some green in that basket. That plant down there is going to be green. And is that more plants? I'm going to say it is. Might put a bit of colour on those. Don't know, put a bit of green there for now. Okay, so that's kind of going to be our, as the picture is, but I'm going to take this one and make it a little bit more Christmassy. Not sure where this is going, so we'll see. But the set I pulled out is the Coming Home. Who still has this one in their stash? That cute little wreath there is going to make its way to my door. So this one is retired. Not one that you can purchase from my online store, but just kind of, I think if you see a set and you love it, when it is current, make sure you grab them. Because once they're gone, they're gone. Okay, so that stays on. And I'm just gonna add a touch of the green. And we're gonna have a red bow, I think. Evening, Wendy. Of a red bow. I do have some dies for this somewhere, but who knows where they might be. So it is tiny, 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 but I am going to cut it out because I truly don't know where my dies are at the moment. I had a bit of a sort out, and I need to get them all relabeled or labelled. I say not relabeled, labelled in some sort of order, probably alphabetical, or maybe I used to have them where they're like all my flower stuff was together, all my florals were together, all my Christmas was together, and I used to have basic shapes together, and I used to find stuff pretty quick that way. But honestly, my stash has got a little bit of oh, Hazel, good shout. Hazel says, or if you have 3 packs of the DSP, there are plenty of wreaths and houses on there. You know, just saying, if you were to have that much DSP, you would have plenty. I'm going to cut the middle out of that, which the die would do for you, and you wouldn't be doing all that fiddly cutting. But like I say, don't know where they are. So look at that. So we've got our little wreath. We need a Christmas tree maybe. And I'm going to kind of cut the bike out of it. I'm going to cut that off and we'll use kind of that half. So let's do, Hazel is a genius. Love it. Shall I go and get that designer paper out, because then you've got all of the, right, I can put some pool party on those windows just to give it a bit of a shimmer. If you've over pool partied, then we can lift that up with our chamois. Let's cut that out. So we've got that chopped. I think I'm going to just kind of go for it actually. I think I'm just going to chop that. I know it looks a bit narrow, but I think for the time we finish putting our trees and things on there, we will find that we've got it as we want it. So I've also pulled out Mountain Air because that had this little tree. I thought that was kind of a good sized Christmas tree. Can we have a couple maybe? Let's see what this stamp's like. Garden green, or should we stick with old olive? Bridget says, loving this. Like garden green. Let's do an old olive one and have a look. Nice. Maybe want those two as well. I do have the dies looked out for this one because I thought the dies have got a lovely tree die as well. I thought that would look nice. There we go. I've nearly finished my coffee. That's unheard of. Unheard of. Normally it's sat to go cold. Right, these guys. These are Majestic Mountain dies. Used loads. Look at them. To be fair, I think I have used this one quite a lot, but I don't think I had those trees out yet, which I can't believe that because they're really nice. But, anywho, right, that one. So I'm going to die cut that one. Let's do that on the little mini. I tell you what I haven't done in ages. Is pick some names out to send some of the cards that I've made out to. So I shall do that this evening. You don't have to, but if you would like to share the live, I'd love you to share the video and comment to let me know you have, and I will pick some names out and I will send these two cards that I end up making this evening out to you. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, everyone is welcome to comment. I will send the cards wherever. So I'll pick a couple of names. Hey Maggie! Let's do those. And we can kind of get that on there, and I think we might. Can you over Christmas tree? I mean, is that even a thing? I need another tree. I mean, the house could be in a forest. I think that's okay. No one's telling me that I can't, so I'm just going with it. So it's a lovely idea. This is about the only celebration item I haven't had yet. Well, here is a reason to fix that, Sue. You know, we all love a collection, don't we? Right, this one. Let's pop that Ruth. Oh, Tanya, thank you. She says you can never over Christmas tree. See, she's with me. Thanks. Oh, Hazel, thank you. Just shared with all my friends list. Was that a deliberate share or an accidental share? Either way, thank you. Right. Let me. We need some pots, don't we? We need to put this in some plant pots. So, now I had thought already. I had thought ahead, actually. Shocking, I know. But I had given some thought, but that's a rather large plant pot. I thought, there's a plant pot in that. Can you imagine? We could have the whole house inside the plant pot. So that's not going to work. So I will use the plant pot that is on the stamp, and I'm just going to fussy cut that out. So I think we'll get away with it. Let me. Kathleen. You are welcome, isn't it? That obviously needed a little love this evening. Right. Sorry, arm in front. Let me do dark soft suede, light soft suede. I'm looking for my crumb cake. Just on my desk. So I've stamped this in Memento. Although I had stays on the ink pad before, I think we're good. Let's stamp that in Memento to colour with the blends. Just ease. We need a third one, don't we? Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. There is. I forgot about that little one. Thank you. Wendy says, is there a separate plant pot in the... It's got tulips in it, but we can pull them out. That's all right. We can discard the tulips. Right. Genius. Right. Okay. That is a better sized plant pot as well. So we've got a bit of soft suede. And a bit of light soft suede. And then I think what I will do is just do a bit of dark crumb cake. So the trees are from Mountain Air, and the wreath is from Coming Home. So I've combined it with those two sets if you're hunting them out. And okay, let's cut those. Oh. think they're okay. They're a bit, you know, not the biggest plant pot in the world, but they kind of work. They work. And oh, Janice says, how come I don't have the mountain set? I weirdly don't have many I was looking for Christmas trees, and I was like, So if you don't have the mountain, just look for Christmas tree sets. Look for anything with Christmas trees in. I'm going to do some of those tulips as well for this more like seasonal card. Shall we paint that in? I'm jumping between the two, but while I'm stamping, watercolour card, where are you? There. I'm going to stamp a few of them just because I've got them for later. With that, let's just move them to one side, and what we can do is we can just put a little bit of colour behind here. But they are perfect trees. They are. They've worked out really well for size, haven't they? Let's just put the green, just so that anything poking behind there just looks more green. There. So when we put them on, we can kind of do that, can't we? And it will sit there. Let's not lose our plant pots. And we'll have a bit of crumb cake, I think. I don't think that set is retired, Kathleen, because it's still on my shelf. So, no, it's page 16 of the annual catalogue, The Mountain Air. It is still current. So the only thing that is retired that I've used is that little wreath, and that's from the Coming Home set. Right, it's crumb cake. Just water that down. I'm not painting that bike because it's going to be covered with the tree. And have some grey. It's just a touch of smoky slate. Just to put a bit of shadowing around the door. I'm not filling all of that in either. Oh, that's the doormat. I want that in a different colour. Cinnamon cider is what I've used on the doormat. There we go. So that's done there. Should we pop that on a few little dimensionals? This is a little bit of dimensional. And bottom bit I didn't peel off. A wreath on there. Slightly squint. I'm just going to dry that. And 1, 2, where did that other plant pot go there? 3. Just gonna grab my trimmer. Hey Debbie, just gonna get this. And I'm looking at the line of the door and I'm just going to straighten that up a little. I'm taking that off there. There. So now that is a bit straighter. Shall we use, I've got some celebration papers. I've got the reds and the greens ones. The dashing deer, is that the one? What are they called? Peaceful Prince. Just realised I wasn't on camera. There we go. You can see me now. We've got this one. We've got a more crumb cake kind of plaid. That's quite nice, isn't it? That tartan. I think that's probably the way to go. I am just going to, or we could do a bit of a mix of prints, couldn't we? Have a little mix and match. Let's mount this on a bit of crumb cake, maybe. For some reason, my crumb cake straps are exploding. Got so many. So because I cut this down sort of freehand, I'm not sure what size it is. 8.5 by 5.5. So if I do 9 by 6 centimeters, that'll give me a little border. And there we go. Glue is on the move. That was not coming. Okay. We need a card front, so let me just grab that. I'm just going to do white, and then we can maybe run a little bit of, it's like 1.5 inches high by, so what's that, about 4 centimeters, just to give that a little bit of something through there. And we could maybe pop some twine, I'm thinking. Let's do, the snowflake one's nice on the back, isn't it? some twine. Chandra, hello, how are you? Right, twine going around. You've had a good weekend. The sun finally came out. It's been really nice today. Really, really lovely. And let's tie that a bit tighter. There we go. Twined. Twined. And I'm going to stick that. Actually, I'm going to stick it flat. And give that a nudge to the side. There. So stick that flat over there, over the twine, and then we'll pop the trees on dimensionals. Good, looking forward to summer winding down so we can get back into some regular crafting. Oh, yes, the ornament class is going to be good. It's going to be, that's my October all day class, well, 2 evenings, but it's, yeah, the baubles and the whimsical papers. Yes. That's going to be good. Becca asked, has it? No, it hasn't. It is showing as tomorrow, actually. So I'm going to wait until tomorrow and then kind of message out for class. So there was due to be a class yesterday, but I had to delay it, unfortunately, due to an order not arriving on time. However, it is due tomorrow. So fingers crossed it will arrive and everything's ready for it to go into. So, and then my talking of classes, my Merriest Moments class is the end of September, and that closes tonight. So, if you would like a kit for that, then tonight is your chance to grab that. There. I'm going to double. I am going to double dimensional. I'm going to dimensional the trees, and then I'm going to dimensional this tree on top. So we're going to have that there, and then this one. Kathleen, no DSP for the Merriest Moments. We've got one class on the Friday and one on the Saturday. It will be just different colours of colourways, like different colourways with that. So one will be more traditional, one will be more non-traditional. Can still see that bike. Let me put another tub maybe behind there. We've all got pots laying around the garden, haven't we, in the winter that have been emptied, and we put one there, and then we can put one in front maybe, or something like that. I just might move that down a bit. Move that there. That's better. Hides it better, doesn't it? Although I feel like, how much of the door can we not see? Let me move that over. There. Look, that's better. There. Better. Right, let's put that on Dimensional Mini. Actually, let me just glue that onto the stem. Trunk. It's not really a stem, is it? The tree trunk. You're all with me. I know you know what I mean. Pot on an angle with dirt kind of. Yes. Let me. That would look good. That one. I'm gonna put those on. These underneath. Bit fiddly, but coming together, isn't it? Coming together. Those trees are a good size, aren't they? And I'll double hide those ones. Whoop. And put that under there. And there we go. Should we have some? Nice. What should we have in the way of sparkles? Should we have some little? Oh, sequins everywhere. Look at these. Whoops. Some. Not for mass production, definitely not, no. But you could have some special for, our home to yours type ones for close family and friends, couldn't you? Those gems a bit too big, maybe. I think. Do you know what I do have? I've got some red gems, I think, somewhere tucked in here. Or some champagne rhinestones. Maybe put a few champagne rhinestones on the tree, couldn't we? I'll have a few, as if they're like twinkly lights. Again, probably not for mass production, but I like. I'm just going to use those up actually. Look at that. Twinkly, twinkly. I'm going to move those sequins to one side carefully. Put them in. And should we put that onto a... Should we do it onto a cherry cobbler base? Or a red? Grace has wonderful creativity and film force. Oh, bless you. And I will be making some of these. Oh, good. Pleased to hear it. And this is Royal Red. Actually, that looks nice. Happy with that. So let's put that on. Yeah. Glue that down. And then we can make a bit more of a summer, more neutral card with the other one that we have stamped. I don't think I'm going to put a sentiment on the front of that either. I think that it sort of says Christmas without needing to put a Christmas sentiment on it. Makes you feel warm and cozy. It does. It's got that kind of it's got like a little inviting kind of come in with a glass of red wine. Or some mulled wine. You can smell the mulled wine, can't you? Yeah. With it's it's summer really. Right, let's do this one. Let's finish this one up. Should we have? I did. What colour bicycle should we have? I did. If you can get in for all the trees, I know. Like find your way through. I did this in Coastal Cabana when I painted last time, and I quite liked it. So I think I might just stick to the same. It is a little fiddly, but as long as you use the tip of your paintbrush, you are good. And it just hints about that colour. And should we have we'll have a blue basket. And then, yeah, nice in that Coastal Cabana colour. Oh, Margaret, sorry, I missed your question. The wreath is from a retired set. It's from the set called Coming Home. It's just small enough to fit on this Eels cinnamon cider that I'm putting on here. And let's do oh my goodness, I'm going to have to think about that tonight. One thing I would suggest ordering from the Mini. Ooh, I will have a proper think. What would I say my top pick is? That is tricky. Lots of nice things. I've been really enjoying the Nature's Harvest, but it depends if you want Christmas or more autumn. Christmas. I really like the big baubles. Let me. They are. There. I have painted that, by the way, with Memento. I've just used the edge of the lid. Yes. Have the big baubles and come to my 2-day event. Come and play. The wall I shall do in crumb cake, I think. I'm doing that just in a little crumb cake. And there's enough of a difference between the crumb cake and the cinnamon cider, so those baskets don't look all, you don't want to do all the baskets and the wall and everything all in the same colour, otherwise it will all just look a bit I love this watercolouring. I'm excited for the Arctic Bears as well, because that's going to be, just add a bit of watercolouring. Nice. Right, we've got the colour on there, and then we'll get some smoky slate. And then we want our tulips colouring, don't we? We want those flowers, so we're gonna do that in a mo. Oh, I keep colouring that doormat grey. I mean, that's okay, but I want it darker brown. Yes, they are. Changes I missed the beginning. Yeah, I coloured both of them kind of partly at the same time for the door. So I stamped in StazOn, and then I have watercoloured Real Red and for the door, all in watercolour. And then we want our pots. So we're going to have these. Let's do these in cinnamon cider as well. And what colour should we have? A little bit of magenta. My lovely magenta out. Right, let's do a bit green. There, and I need a splash. You should see these ink pads. I've just got a stack of them going up my desk. Oh, I've missed that bit, Kathleen. I mean, you could leave it white, but I mean, I've just missed it. Hang on, let me colour that in. I just decided that we wouldn't colour that bit of the wall because the bike was in the way. It's totally me. Well spotted. It's the kind of thing I look at after and think, why does that look odd? You didn't paint that bit of the house. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Oh no, I've got blobby ink on there. Right, let's do magenta. Oh, pink, 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 pink. I'm going to go a bit more, what's it with that, so that they see the colour on there a bit better. Artistic choice. Oh no, I just missed it. It would be totally fine to leave it, I think, but I had completely missed it. Right, let me cut these out, and then we can layer this up. I have, on my previous one, I used the red brick from the textured patterns, and I think some nice patterns in there and that lend themselves pretty well. But I might do a bit of embossing paste if everyone's happy, or might do a bit of embossing. If you've all got time. And if you don't, you can always catch the replay. You can fast forward me. Right, let's do. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Try not to. I think it's the bright light sometimes that makes me sneeze. Tanya says, I have all day. We just go all evening. It's fine. The brick embossing, I think it's still current, isn't it? We'll grab that in a mo. And oh, I nearly got that leaf. Oh no, that leaf's gone. It's gone. Pruned. And vanished. See, at Christmas, we don't let people in the house for all the Christmas trees, but in spring, we cover the door in tulips. We could just have like, you can't come in because of all the tulips. Right, let's do Sahara sand background because that's what I've got. And we will do. I only need a little bit of paste because a lot of it's kind of covered. So shimmery white. Let's see. Oh yeah. I thought that had dried, but it hasn't. Paste all over my hand. Yeah. Now, new ones, older ones. I'm just looking for. Oh, I don't think I've got it. Might do that one then. It's the brick. I've got dots. I've got stripes from the Christmas one. We've got snowflakes. Surely I haven't got rid of my brick mask. That would have been crazy. Curious and curiouser. In that case, shall I find the brick embossing folder? I don't know what to do now. I don't know where I put it. I thought I had a brick mask, and I don't. I don't know where I put it. This kind of looks a bit. I don't know. It might be a bit too much. I'm thinking it's. I'm going to find my embossing folder, I think. Brick and mortar embossing folder. Yeah, I think I might do that. I think it will look nice as well on this, if I do this colour rather than white. So let me just find that. That takes snap. Found it. And I'll pop that through. This needs to go through with the thicker plate, so number 4. gives you that texture, which is nice. And then we can add a little bit of, I think it might have hazel. Oh, sorry, that's a good shout. There is those beautiful little brick dies, isn't there? And you can mask that. That is a good shout for future. I'm gonna go with this for now. I do like a brick texture. Might well have hazel. Right, so this is crumb cake and a blending brush. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of extra colour. So this is Sahara Sand cardstock, and then I'm just coming in with a bit of crumb cake ink, and it just picks up that brick pattern a bit more. And I'm going to slim that down, just trim it, and trim that, and trim that, and I'm going to make that the width of the card. So the card is, what have I cut that to? That is 10.2 or 4 inches. So I'm going to cut that. Just keep it sort of the same layout really, but just nice to have one summer, one sort of spring one. Those layered up, can't we? And it might look nice. I wonder if we put a pop of like Coastal Cabana or something under there, just to pick out the that's cut to 7.5 tall. I'll cut to 8. What do you think? Just adds a little pop of colour, doesn't it? Have those stuck on there. Karen says, how beautiful. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks, Sue. Like both. Thank you. Nice to be able to change it up for a Christmas. Albeit, not one that you're going to maybe mass produce. But there we go. I wonder if we could put, actually, let me just, before I stick that down, my brain has just gone into I need a circle punch. Again, this is normally out on my desk. I think I've only cleared it away recently. It's a 1/2 inch circle punch. Let's put that. Little notch. Like a little splash of the pink ribbon. Might tie that. I'm just going to tie this first, and then I'll come back. You'll see why in a minute. I just might add that. So that's going to sit there, and that is then going to notch. So because I've taken that notch out, that glue's sat a little moment, so I'll just put some more on. But that is going to notch around there. So I've gone around the Coastal Cabana layer, but the twine has then sat there. You could tie a bow and just pop it into that notch with a glue dot if you didn't want to tie it around. So you're being a little bit more frugal. And then I'm going to pop that onto some dimensionals as well. Chandra says, what is my favourite DSP from the new Mini? All of them. Is that allowed? I do like the whimsy. I like the pink. I do like that one, just for something a bit alternative. I was going to see if I could tie a little touch of pink ribbon in there, but I think it's going to overpower the door. I was hoping it would pick out those tulips, but it's going to just be too much, so I'm not going to bother with that. And then we can sit this on. What colour base should we put it on? I think white, maybe. Let's do. I know white is a little predictable. Crumb cake maybe would work, or maybe another red. Don't know. Red makes it go. Let's go white. White. Tan. So I'm just going to score this in half. Oh, Claire's saying Cabana, Coastal Cabana, or crumb cake. Let me get out both. Oh, I say get out both. I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. Coastal Cabana is lacking. That's Coastal Cabana. Just move you up a little because I've got like no space to put my hands underneath. Crumb cake. Oh, wait. The white is quite crisp, but I think I'm drawn to crumb cake. Which one's that? Sue says, I like Peaceful Place. Oh, is that the... Net says, now I choose white. Crumb cake or white? They're the options. I think white. Crumb cake. Which way? Yeah, the Peaceful Place is lovely, isn't it? That's the black and white one with the black and white sort of gingham, and yeah, they are beautiful. Stampin' Up they outdo themselves every time with designer paper, and I think, yeah, I tend to just I'll order them because I know they're going to wow me when I see them in person. So yeah, everyone's saying white. Right, let's go white. White. Let's grab that. There we go. So we have our spring tulips with our beautiful Coastal Cabana bike, and then we have Christmas and a forest of trees outside our front door. I used I ended up. I've got garden green. I used Old Olive. Margaret has asked what green. I was just thinking. I've got. Look. I may have used a couple of ink pads. I mean, just a few, but some of them I didn't use. As well, the garden green I didn't use. There we go. There is our couple of cards. I've had a lovely time making them. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving me ideas and suggestions as we've gone along, and thank you for sharing. That stamp set is one that you can add to your order for free during celebration, and that is until the end of this month. So if you like this stamp set and you want to add it on, as I say, now is the time to do that. You can find my store if you look at coastalcrafter.com/links. You will find not only the Facebook group, the Stamping Cove, you will find my online shop and downloads of the catalogues. Everything you need is there. Thank you for the lovely comments. Yeah, it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed those. I am back with you next Sunday. Just checking myself. I think, yep, all good next week. Card and a Cuppa is on Friday. So for those of you who are in my Card and a Cuppa group, that is on Friday. And details of the classes will be coming out to you. For those who joined the stocking class, I will get details out to you tomorrow at the latest because my order is due to arrive tomorrow. So thank you, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely week, and stay safe, stay well. For those who are in lockdown, I hope you're doing okay. And I will see you all next week. Have fun, everyone. Bye.